Welcome to Banahene Tutorial Collections, and in this particular video we are going to learn how to print our well-created documents in Microsoft Word using mainly the computer keyboard. Now, traditionally when we want to have a printout of our Word document, we use the computer mouse. Now let's assume that at this instance or at this particular point in time, we don't have our mouse working properly, or our trackpad on our laptop is also not working properly, and we are done with our creation of our Word document, and we want to have a hard copy of this soft copy through our connected printer. So how can we do this using only the computer keyboard where the computer mouse is not available? These are some of the essential skills you need to possess as a computer user, that is your keyboard skills. These two input devices have some relations and also similarities when it comes to functions and capabilities. What you can use the mouse to perform can also be done by the keyboard, and also vice versa. So if at a point in time one of these devices is not available, you can use the available one to perform a task on your computer system. Now in this Microsoft Word application that is opened on my desktop background, I have this well created document and I want to have a printout using only the keyboard. Now I'm going to show you 3 ways you can get access to the print settings configuration of Microsoft Word. Then you can have your printout of this Word document. The first way to get access to the print settings is to hold the Control key and the F2. Now this opens the print settings configuration interface, and we have this preview at the backstage view. You can see that we have the print preview here, and these are the print settings configuration we are going to walk through to have our printout. Now to move back to the front stage view or our main interface of Microsoft Word, we are going to press the escape key on the keyboard. Now the second way to get access to the print settings is to hold Ctrl and P. This also brings out this settings configuration, and you can walk through all the process. Then you have your printout. The last keyboard shortcut is to hold the Alt key and the letter F. This also brings out this backstage view, and to get access to the print settings we are going to press the letter P, and now we have our print settings configuration. Now using the last method, this gives you a fair idea of how you can manipulate this interface. We have some letter representations on all these individual commands, especially when you move to the copies field. We have this letter N. This shows you that when you press the letter N on your keyboard, it gives you the option to type the number of copies you want to have for your particular printout. And when you press the letter P, this is going to print out this Word document based on the type of printer selected in this field. And if you want to select a printer in this field, you are going to press the letter I. So this gives you a fair idea. Now let's assume that you don't have this letter representation and you want to have this printout. This is when we have some special keys on our keyboard, and that can be used to navigate through all these commands. Then we have our printout. Now currently we want to move to the copies field and type the number of copies that we want. So we are going to press the tab key on the keyboard, and now this selects the copies field. And if I want to have 10, 15, 20 copies of this document, I can manually type it on my keyboard. So if I move to the keyboard and type 15, this is going to appear in the copies field. So we have the number of copies that we want to print out. Then to move to the next section, we press the tab key on the keyboard, and this selects this option, and we are going to select the type of printer we want to have for the printing of this soft copy. So now that this command is selected, we are going to press the enter key on the keyboard. This pop up these options of list of printers that are connected to our computer system. So if you have a connected printer to your computer system, you are going to have the name of the printer in this list. So you can use the arrow keys, that is the top and also the down arrow key, to navigate through these options. And when you get access to the printer you want to use, then you press the enter key to select. And now this particular printer is selected for this printout. Now we have the settings configuration. If you want to move to the settings area or section, you press the tab key. And now we can see that we have the first command under the settings configuration, and that is print all pages. If we have 2, 3, 4, 5 pages in our Word document and we want to have this printout, we can use this option. And when you choose this option, you're going to have all the pages to be printed out. Now when you press the enter key, you have other options you can select. You can select print current page. You can also have a custom print. And let's assume that you have some selection of text in your Word document. You can choose the second option, which is print selection. And currently this is filled out because we don't have any text selected in our Word document. So these are some of the options you can utilize in the print all pages field. Now you can also press the tab key and that moves you to the pages field, and this is where you can have a custom print. So let's assume that you want to print page 3, page 10, page 20. You just type the number in the field. So when you type the first number, you bring the comma, then you type the next number, and then when you are done, you move to the print command and have your printout. When you press the tab key again, this moves to this section, which is print one-sided. When you press the enter key, you have other options. We have manually print on both sides, and also we have print one-sided. So these are some of the options you can utilize. So if you want to print on one side, you choose this option, and if you want to have a print out on both sides, you choose the second option. And all this depends on the kind or the type of printer you are using. Now anytime you have these options pop up and you want to cancel, always use the escape key on the keyboard. When you press the tab key, this also moves to the next section, which is correlated. So these are some of the options that you can use. So you can go to the correlated, you press the enter key, choose an option, and when you are done, you move the tab key to move to the orientation, where you can choose portrait or landscape. And also we have the letter option, and this is where you're going to choose the paper size for your printout. And when you click on this, you have the letter, the tableau, the legal, the statement. All these are preference to you. You can choose any of these print out papers to print your Word document. So this is how to navigate through your options using the tab key. Now if you want to reverse to the top of your printout, that is where we have the copies field and also the print command, you can use the shift key and the tab key, and now this moves upwards, and now the print command is selected. So if I press the enter key on the keyboard, this means that I have issued a print command, and the printer connected to this computer system is going to print out this Word document. So this is how to use your computer keyboard, that is mainly using the computer keyboard to print out your Word document without the mouse. Hope this tip or this trick will be helpful to you, and I wish for you to be a keyboard fanatic so that you don't have problems whenever you don't have mouse working properly, which you can use your computer keyboard to perform any other tasks. Thank you for watching this video, and we shall meet in our next tutorials.